Imagine it's payday. You wake up, check your phone, and see a notification. $2,500 has been deposited into your account. It feels good. You've worked hard for that money. You open your banking app. The number is there, safe, secure, waiting for you whenever you need it. Or at least, that's what you think. Because here's something most people never realize. The moment your paycheck reaches your bank, it begins leaving. Not because someone hacked your account, not because the bank stole it, but because your money immediately becomes part of one of the largest financial machines ever created. Right now, while you're watching this video, your money could be helping someone buy a house. It could be paying for a new business. It could be financing a new car, or helping a student pay for college. Your dollars are constantly moving, working, growing, changing hands, and every time they move, your bank earns money. Not a little, billions, every single year. So if banks make money using your money, why do they need you? Why do they advertise savings accounts? Why do they offer sign-up bonuses? Why do they sometimes pay you interest just for leaving your money there? And what happens if everyone suddenly wants their money back? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the biggest businesses on earth. Because once you understand how banks really work, you'll never look at your bank account the same way again. The biggest lie everyone believes. Close your eyes for a second. Picture a bank. What do you see? Probably a huge building, a giant steel vault, stacks of cash, security guards, cameras everywhere. Hollywood has spent decades convincing us that's what banks do. Protect money, store money, guard money. But that's only a tiny part of the story. Imagine opening a grocery store. You buy thousands of fresh vegetables. Then you lock every single one inside the storage room. You never sell them. You never move them. You simply guard them forever. That would be a terrible business. Money works exactly the same way. Cash sitting still creates almost no value. Money only becomes useful when it moves. And that's exactly what banks specialize in. Banks aren't giant piggy banks, they're giant traffic controllers. Every single day, millions of dollars flow into banks. And almost immediately, millions flow back out. Not randomly. Carefully, strategically, constantly. Banks sit in the middle of an enormous network connecting people who have money with people who need money. Think about it. Some people have extra savings. Others need money to buy homes. Some want to expand businesses. Others need a loan for education. Without banks, finding trustworthy lenders and borrowers would be incredibly difficult. Banks solve that problem. They're matchmakers, not treasure chests. Why banks fight so hard for your deposit? Have you ever noticed something strange? Banks spend millions advertising. Open an account. Get a cash bonus. Earn higher interest. Free checking. No monthly fees. Student accounts. Business accounts. Premium accounts. Why? If they're already one of the biggest industries in the world, why are they competing so hard for your paycheck? The answer is surprisingly simple, because your money is their raw material. Imagine trying to run a bakery, but every morning you have no flour, no sugar, no butter, no ingredients. You can't bake anything. Banks face the same problem. Without deposits, they have nothing to lend. Without loans, they don't earn much interest. Without interest, their business struggles. That's why every dollar you deposit matters. Not because the bank wants to admire your savings, because every deposit gives the bank more capacity to provide loans and other financial services. Your paycheck isn't just sitting there. It's becoming part of a much larger financial system. And here's where things get interesting. Even though your money is helping finance other people's goals, you can still spend it with your debit card tomorrow. How is that possible? How can the same money seem to exist in two places at once? That sounds impossible. But it's one of the smartest and most misunderstood ideas in modern banking. And once you understand it, you'll finally understand why banks are some of the most profitable businesses in the world. That's exactly where we're going next. Because the next part of this story explains the simple idea that quietly powers almost every economy on Earth. The secret that powers every bank. The truth is, your money doesn't stop being yours just because the bank puts it to work. Every day, thousands of customers deposit money. Thousands of others spend it. Some withdraw cash. Others pay with debit cards. Most never notice anything unusual, because banks have spent centuries learning one important lesson. Not everyone needs their money at exactly the same moment. Think about your own account. Maybe you get paid today, but your rent isn't due until next week. Your electricity bill comes later. Your grocery shopping happens every few days. Some of your savings might stay untouched for months. Now imagine millions of customers, all living different lives, with different schedules, different expenses, and different plans. Banks don't have to guess. They've studied these patterns for decades. They know, with remarkable accuracy, how much money customers are likely to withdraw on an average day. So instead of letting every deposited dollar sit idle, they keep enough cash available for normal daily transactions, while the remaining money helps finance homes, businesses, education, and countless other opportunities. Of course, this doesn't happen carelessly. Banks constantly monitor deposits, withdrawals, loan payments, and cash reserves. Every hour, every day, they adjust to keep enough money available for customers. This entire process has a name: fractional reserve banking. It sounds technical, but the idea is surprisingly simple. Keep enough money available for everyday banking, while allowing the rest to keep the economy moving. It's a balancing act, one that's been refined for generations. And most of the time, you never even notice it's happening. That's the quiet system working behind almost every bank account on Earth. What happens when trust disappears? Of course, this system only works because people trust it. Now imagine something very different. One morning, a rumor spreads online. People start saying a bank is in trouble. Nobody knows if it's true, but fear spreads faster than facts. Suddenly, thousands of customers rush to withdraw their money. Here's the problem. Much of that money is already helping families, businesses, and communities through loans. Those loans can't be called back overnight. Even a healthy bank can struggle if everyone demands cash at once. That's called a bank run. History has shown it can happen. That's why governments created deposit insurance, and why central banks exist. They provide emergency support, helping keep confidence alive during moments of panic. Because banking isn't built on steel vaults, it's built on trust. Lose trust, and everything slows down. What this means for you. What's the lesson? First, your paycheck isn't sleeping in a vault, it's helping move the economy. Second, banks aren't charities, they're businesses. They earn money by putting money to work. Third, your savings still matter. Not because cash should sit forever, but because saving gives you options, security, and opportunity. Finally, understand where your money goes. The more you understand the financial system, the better decisions you'll make. Every paycheck, every loan, every investment, every business, every home, they're all connected. Your bank account is much more than a number on a screen. It's one small piece of an enormous network that helps power modern life. And now, the next time your paycheck arrives, you'll know something millions of people never realize. Your money starts working almost the moment it arrives. That's how banks work. That's why they want your deposits. And that's why understanding money is one of the most valuable skills you can learn. Thanks for watching Budget Grow. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe for more videos that explain money without the confusing jargon. Because the more you understand how money works, the better it can work for you.